were needed.
Mm.
Right. So, and I could take the entire book. Bahubali, your voice is not coming. I think so.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can see your lips moving.
Amit, would you mind later just put it on
Yeah,
the
I'll put in the
WhatsApp?
chat.
Because
Right, the
I have
step.
some other scanned copies that it would be great if I could actually read it.
Now,
Yep,
pretty
yep.
soon we're all going to be experts in this,
Yeah.
There's no option. Like work-wise, though, I spend most of the time on
oh, work.
ChatGPT
Oh,
only.
yes, yes. I know my son keeps telling his lawyer wife that my mom knows more AI than you, and you really need to do this for your job.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Now
Now,
we can.
I can
yeah.
hear you now.
Okay. I was talking about that Tesseract thing. Is that we need to compile it, or is it executable available, EXE available, or how it is?
Yeah, yeah. So Tesseract, I will send all the instructions. You can basically
Yeah, please.
download
Yeah.
and put it in a folder. And then you basically open a command prompt and say, "This is my PDF." Right? It will basically
Okay.
take all the scanned ones. It will
Yeah.
create a PDF. So even
Oh,
300 pages, it scans in like 5 minutes and produces
wow.
an output PDF where you can select the text.
Oh,
Because
that's
what
fine.
happened is, right, I mean, if you want, right, to use ChatGPT, you only selective, let's say a paragraph you don't understand. You want to
Yes.
copy that paragraph, right? That is where the biggest problem lies, right? That you cannot copy from a scanned image.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all could learn all this a little to make our lives better, right? So,
Yep, yep.
okay.
And it's one-time thing. Once you do it right, then it is like every time you can use the same process.
Sure, sure. Okay, let's start here. नमो अरिहन्ताणं नमो सिद्धाणं नमो आर्याणं नमो उवज्जायाणं नमो लोये सवसाहुणम् जय जिनेन्द्र सभी को
Yeah, yeah.
So we are on Gatha 50, part 2 of Dravya Sangrah, according to the Hindi book. I know the English PDF does not divide it into chapters or anything like that. But I think it does give you titles, right? What the topic is. So should we start, Amit ji, if you can, which
Mhm.
one is shorter? Let's do that. Is Praveshika the one you just translated shorter or the other one?
So you give me a different book, is it? Oh, I
Yes,
actually
yes, it
didn't.
is. So what it is, okay. So the
Oh, I
main
didn't
Dravya
see.
Sangrah book, which we were reading from, has very detailed explanation, which is good. Actually, you do want to understand all of this, except they realize that they put in 5 books in this semesters, and like there's no way you can read so many pages in class. So they said, okay, in class, teacher has to only explain the Gatha and its basic meaning. Don't worry about the details, right? If students want, they can read on their own. But I thought we were enjoying it, so we did read all these details as much as we could. Now, I mean, we have been luckily doing it at a very good pace. My morning class ends up coming up with way too many questions. So then we only do 2 gathas in a class, which has put us way behind now. So I mean, in this class, we've been doing it pretty good pace. I don't have a problem if we read the details of it. Unfortunately, in the morning class, I can't because there are only 3 more weeks left and we have to finish the syllabus. So there we're having to make some adjustments, some extra classes, and I don't want to leave people with their questions because that's the whole point. We're doing this so people really understand this and imbibe with it. Because if they have doubts and questions, then it's as good as not learning it.
Got
So
it. Then I did a slight mistake. I did not take your copy. I thought both are same only. I didn't realize there are two books, right? So I took our original copy,
never
right?
mind then,
And but
never
I
mind.
can
So
I
why,
can do
why
this.
would I ask you to do it all over again?
I thought maybe you wanted to see how ChatGPT is better than
Oh, so sorry
commentary.
about
If
that.
it can
Oh,
reduce the commentary, we can read the commentary rather than pages of commentary. If it comes a summary of the commentary, then we can read it. That could be the
well, let's
reason.
try it anyways. Yeah, let's just you
Yeah.
open both of them, and because we
Okay.
don't have both side by side, so you can tell us. Oh, never mind. It's not a big deal. If you,
Oh, and
but
this is, I understood, this will be even tougher because the page is divided into half, right? The sorry, which is this
yeah,
book?
right, right, right.
Dravya
Because
Sangrah Praveshika.
Praveshika, see what happened. I think it's recently written, just last year. And it just got printed. I don't even, no, I don't think they have English translation of it. So, but some topics I found them to be better in this. Like, for example, Jiva Jeev, Darshan Monia, no, Darshan and Gyan.
Mhm.
Certain things she has put columns and kind of made it a little easier to understand. So I think it would be helpful if it is as quick as what you think it is. Let's at least give it a try. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not,
so
I
okay.
mean,
So
not
I
something we have to go by.
okay, so my ChatGPT version is our original book which we are reading. Unfortunately, I didn't do the Praveshika.
No, no, no worries, no worries. So open whichever you think
Yeah,
is short.
sure,
So
sure.
we'll today we'll read with that. By next class, hopefully we'll compare with Praveshika also.
Yeah, and I will try to do a ChatGPT of the Praveshika one as well. Well,
Right,
right.
right. I mean, the reason I told you only to do like from where we are starting is to save time. So that way, okay.
Correct, correct, correct.
All right. So
Oh,
so far
I
we
should have
have,
opened your version.
what did I
Okay.
my book
Uh,
here?
Oh, wow.
Wanted to give you guys a little synopsis of what we did so far. Give me a second. Let me. Oh, I just came down for cooler weather and I think I left my book up. Anyway, so far we understood the details of Jeev, Ajeev, Chadravya. We understood the characteristics of the soul, right? It's expandable, contractible. We understood darshan, gyan, the differences between those. We understood murtik, amurtik. I don't have the book in front of me, so I can't really remind all of that. Oh, you have Hindi?
no, this is what you had sent to me.
Okay. Did we not have an English PDF? I'm just losing my mind here.
Praveshika, we never had an English, but the Dravya Sangrah, we have an English version.
Right, that's the one I'm talking about. Usually we
Oh,
open that one, right?
oh, this one. Yeah, 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 this one. Yeah, correct,
Yeah, yeah.
correct.
Okay, okay. And the one you did with ChatGPT, keep
Yes,
that one
it's this one.
also open.
Got it. Got it.
So what we will do is, so this is Gatha 50. Okay, which one is shorter? The one in this one or the one you did in ChatGPT? Just curious.
I think for 50, both are nearly the same. It's just a better presentation in terms of the table. But I went through 50 to me, and because this is an easier topic as well, we know Arihant, right, many a times, right?
Okay, so
Two
they
books
gave
in
you a
one go.
chart to distinguish. Is that what they did? Let's just
Yeah,
quickly
yeah. Rather
chart.
than this Padapat in this format, it gave a
Mhm.
better format, right? Where you
Yeah,
know
okay.
the
Wow,
terms
it did a very good job. Look at that. It also copied this Prakrit thing and all
yeah,
that.
yeah. But it
Wow.
depends on how you put the instruction. I told him that put a image of the Prakrit thing. Don't try to write it, otherwise you will make
Nice,
mistakes.
nice. Very good
Right. So he
idea.
did it. Then I told put this as a bold and this column, then this
Mm.
commentary. Right. So I don't have to individually change anything. At the top level, I used to
But
tell.
I like what it did with tabular form because, sometimes tables kind of make you understand at a glance, which helps,
Correct.
especially for exam times. So let's just look at this then. Okay. So go ahead, since you're on the screen, go ahead and read the Prakrut.
Sure. Nata chaddu gai kamo damsana suha nanna viriya mayo suha dehatto appa suddho ariho vichinti jo.
Mhm.
Natta chaddu gai kamo, one who has destroyed the four Ghatiya karmas. The four destructive karmas named in the commentary as Gyan Varniya, Darshan Varniya, Mohaniya, and Antaraya. Damsan, faith, vision.
Mhm.
Suha, happiness. In the commentary, this becomes infinite happiness after the destruction of
Happiness.
Mohaniya karma.
Mhm. Mhm.
Nana, knowledge. In the
Okay, so what
commentary,
does
this
that tell us? See, if this is a very known thing. So even the older generation, okay, who kind of had not necessarily in-depth knowledge of the scriptures as much, but whatever little bit they knew, they all understood this Monia Karm is the main culprit here, right? So I remember like these grandmas or like talking about okay, ammonia rulave or something like that, you know. So so which means that this Mohaniya Karm is the cause of most of our problems, right?
Right.
So the moment you get rid of that, that is, you know, you can experience the infinite bliss.
Mm.
So, and that's why we say the whole, it's all a game of attachment and, you know, aversion. So, okay, go ahead.
Prabhaji, is there a specific way to target Mohaniya karmas?
Actually, okay. So the way it works is, when we understand the Vastu ka Swarup, we understand also the cause and effect, right? आप कैसे भाव करोगे उसका आपको क्या फल मिलेगा, right? जैसे in the worldly situations, when we understand you speed and the consequences, the police is going to give you a ticket. You may end up paying $300 or whatever, right? And you sort of, you get it. So same way here, as you read, as you understand, you start kind of thinking, okay, why am I bothered? And then you reason that I am bothered because I am attached to this, I'm attached to that, I'm attached to this. And then whenever something is attacking, whatever I'm attached to, it is giving me happiness or sadness, right? Then you evaluate in the long run, what good is that attachment? You know, on a different note, let's say किसी का बेटा खराब निकल जाए, चोर उचक्का निकल जाए. All of a sudden, those parents don't want to associate with him. तो वो attachment कैसे जल्दी से छूट जाता है? To some extent. I mean, parents are still parents. पर हम अनादि से आदत है, इसलिए we get attached to our kids, grandkids very easily. But as you contemplate, well, number one, Bara Bhavna, which we recently did, on some of these principles, थोड़ा ढीला पड़ता है. Obviously, the attachment won't completely go away. You're not there yet. But if it loosens a little bit at a time, and it should loosen with the correct understanding, not with the dvesh bhav, कि ये बच्चे मेरे कोई काम नहीं आने, which happens too, right? You do all this, your life is revolving around the kids, and then you do it for their grandkids also. And then one fine day you get old and now you need their help. And then these kids are busy with their jobs and kids and they're not available to you. So sometimes parents get द्वेष भाव कि हमने जिंदगी भर इनके लिए किया और अब ये हमारे लिए available नहीं है, right? So I'm not talking about that kind of aversion, not the द्वेष kind of aversion. I'm talking about you don't attach your happiness in their happiness, your presence in their presence. Yet, I mean, you're still doing your duties, routine stuff is still going on. But that association kind of loosens a little. Otherwise, you will notice if one of your child is, let's say, going through a rough spot, life में कुछ अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है. And everybody will get challenges in life, whether it's your kids or grandkids or you yourself. All of a sudden, some parents will get so extremely stressed and depressed and whatever. The more the attachment, the more bothered you are. Okay. Now, that is not to say that you're not going to do what is required as your duty towards your children or grandchildren. I'll give you my own example, right? I mean, not that I'm saying I wasn't attached to my kids or anything, but there was a slight difference. That's all I can think of. My son older one in the middle school had severe allergies to who knows whatever things, and he would get bad asthma to the point where in the middle of the night he would stop breathing. So it's a pretty serious condition, right? And I remember multiple times having to rush in the middle of the night to the ER and whatever. Because back in the days, they would not give you nebulizers at home. And then, I had to fight with the system, fight with the doctors to give me the nebulizer at home because ek to child saans nahi le raha, you're rushing to ER, and then you're taking him out in the cold, which is worse for him. So I'm doing all this, yet I'm in reasonably okay, calm, like, I'm not like hyper, oh, my kid cannot breathe, oh my, not all that. And my mother-in-law lived with us, and she would find it very strange, right? If I'm rushing him to the ER, or she could tell something major is going on, she would be all up and down and like in tears and crying, ki bichara bachcha this and bichara bachcha that. And none of that is happening to me. तो one fine day she tells me, तुम कैसी माँ हो, ये बच्चे को इतना सब हो रहा है और तुमको कोई इतना, I mean, it's not like कि मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है, but if I'm crying and I'm bothered myself, how in the world am I going to take care of him? So, I mean, that's the difference I'm talking about. So one is you, like the child's, how do you explain this? Like you and the child are the same. So usko kuch hua to aap bhi utne hi dukhi ho rahe ho, which happens in a lot of cases. Okay? कि बच्चा बीमार है तो माँ भी उतनी ही कष्ट में है, रो रही है, whatever, So that's what I'm talking about. So that distancing from the attachment can definitely be accomplished. So okay, continue.
Yeah.
And it is
Virya.
good for both parties, whoever you're taking care of, plus of course your own. I mean, you need to be concerned with your own soul for sure. So, okay.
Yeah, Virya, power. In the commentary, this becomes infinite power after the destruction of Antaraya karma. Mayo, possessed of, endowed with. Suhadehatto, existing in an auspicious body. Appa, soul. Suddho, pure. Ariho, arhat. Vichintijo, to be meditated upon, worthy of meditation. Gatha 50 presents the Arhat as a pure soul who is to be meditated upon. The central mark of the Arahat is that the four Ghatya karmas have been destroyed. The commentary identifies these four as Jnanvarniya, Darshanvarniya, Mohaniya, and Antaraya. These are called Ghatya because they destroy or obstruct the natural characteristics of the soul. When these four karmas disappear, four excellent qualities arise. Perfect knowledge appears with the destruction of Jnanvarniya karma. Perfect vision appears with the destruction of Darshanvarniya karma. Infinite happiness appears with the destruction of Mohniya karma. Infinite power appears with the destruction of Antaraya karma. Therefore, the Arahat is described as
I
free
want to
from these.
highlight that because these are not, I mean, even though we read it multiple times, you don't always kind of get it in your memory. So if you highlight it, it'll be available when you need it.
Yeah, free from these four destructive karmas and as possessing infinite vision, knowledge, happiness, and power. The Arhat is also called pure because he is free from 18 faults: hunger, thirst, fear, aversion, attachment, illusion, anxiety, old age, sickness, death, fatigue, perspiration, pride, displeasure, astonishment, birth, sleep, and sorrow. The commentary also clarifies the body of the Earth from two viewpoints. From the realistic viewpoint, the Earth is without a body. From the ordinary point of view, the Earth is spoken of as possessing an authoric body, described as brilliant like 1,000 suns. The Earth has many names, including Vitrag and Sarvagnya. The commentary says that there are 1,008 synonyms for an Arhat. It also describes 5 great occasions at which gods such as Indra worship him: conception, birth, first engagement in penances, the state of attaining perfect knowledge, and the final stage of obtaining nirvana.
Hmm.
These worships are called Panch Mahakalyan.
Hmm. So are you all familiar with the Panchakalyana pujas you've probably seen somewhere in your temple?
Yeah.
Okay. So and then if you want to again highlight, where did we just do this Athara Dosh?
I think in Chaitala we did it.
Dal 6. Muniraj Arvo Fir
Yeah,
Kasura.
yeah, correct. Dal 6.
Right. So again, you can highlight this one also. The 18 dosh that Aryans don't have.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Gatha 51. Nattathakkama deho
By
loya
the way,
lo.
one word that I couldn't figure out, if any one of you guys figured it out, Mayo. I thought it should be maybe it had to do with Moni, and I couldn't understand what it said in that chart. What was that? Possessed.
Endowed with. Possessed of, endowed with.
So that I
Please see
couldn't.
Dravya Sangrah, what does it say?
Yeah, that's a good idea to go there.
No, it does
The
not have
other book
anything.
also, it says possessed of faith, happiness, knowledge, and power.
Yeah, possessed
Jnana,
of. So
Virya,
possessed will be
Mayo.
Mayo.
Okay, possessing these qualities is what it's saying, right?
Correct. Damsan,
Okay.
Suha, Nana, Miriya, Mayo. So possessed of all these we know:
All
faith, happiness,
these,
knowledge, and
yes,
power.
qualities, and not because when you destroy that, these are the four you get. Got it. Got it.
Correct.
Yeah, the way it was kind of explained in there wasn't very clear. So I just thought I'll clarify. Yeah, that endowed kind of threw me off there.
Yeah. Nattathakkama deho loya sa janao datta purisayaro appasiddho jahe loya siharato. Nattatha Kamadeho, free from the bodies produced by the 8 kinds of karmas. Loyo Loyasa, of Lok and Alok, of the universe and the non universe. Janao, knower. Datta, seer. Purisayaro, having the shape of a Purush, having a human like form. Appa, soul. Siddho, Siddh. Jahe, meditate upon. Loya Siharato, staying at the summit of the universe. Gatha 51 describes the Siddh, the liberated soul to be meditated upon. The Siddh is free from the bodies produced by the 8 kinds of karmas and therefore does not possess a gross karmically produced body. The commentary explains that strictly speaking, a Siddh is without a body and therefore cannot be pursued by the senses. Yet, from the ordinary point of view, a Siddh is described as having a shadow like form resembling the figure of a human being. That is not a clearly defined physical body, it is compared to a human shadow. The Siddh resides at the summit of Lok Akash, the universe, in a place called Siddhashila. Beyond this begins Alok Akash. Although the Siddh remains at this summit, the Siddh knows and sees everything in both Lok Akash and Alok Akash, whether it existed in the past, exists in the present, or will exist in the future. The commentary also distinguishes the Jain meaning of Siddh from the ordinary use of the word for people who possesses wonderful powers. In yoga philosophy, such powers are called vibhutis. The Siddh described here is not merely a person with powers, but a liberated soul at the summit of the universe. Gatha 52. Damsanana Pahane Virya Charita Varta Vayare Appam Paramcha Jujai So Ayario Muni Jo.
Any
Dam.
question on the Siddh? I think it's very similar to what we already just read in Chaitanya. So that's why we are not stopping and explaining too much. I think we kind of read it in reasonable detail in Chaitanya also. Aryantar Swarup. So,
Damsan Nana Pahane, in which faith and knowledge are eminent. Virya Charita Vara Tavayare, in the practice of power, conduct, and excellent penance.
mm,
Apam himself, Param others, Cha and Junjai fixes, attaches, engages.
mm.
So he, Ayario, Acharya preceptor, Muni, sage, Geo to be meditated upon.
Let
Gatha
me do
50.
one quick thing here because the Hindi book also has this translation in Hindi. I'll just read it. It'll only take a half a minute extra, but
Mhm,
that might give you a little better. So, ज्ञान दर्शन वीर्य तप एवं चरित्राचार में जो जोड़ते हैं स्वपर को ध्यावो उन्हीं आचार्य को. So, for those who at least most of you kind of understand Hindi,
mhm,
so it's very easy to kind of get what they're trying to say here. So now we can understand they're talking about the Acharya Maharaj, right? Panch Parmeshti के details हम पढ़ रहे हैं. So, so Acharya are who possess Gyan, Darshan, Virya, Tap, and are in the process of getting into complete Charitra. So the Charitra part is not yet complete, right?
mhm.
And uh, they are the ones that teach us the Swapar ka bhed. So we should bow down to them. Okay. And they themselves are in meditating with their own soul. So, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Um, Commentary Gatha 52 defines the Acharya as the sage who practices the path himself and also guides others into it.
Actually, you know what? Go back to the other one. Those are much shorter now, from what I can tell from the book. Uh, yeah, these are little longer. Go to the original book we were reading from.
This is the original one.
No, no, no. So this is not. No, no, no. This is the one you just did. The one with the chart, I thought.
No,
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 no, this is the original.
this is the original
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
we
you
used to.
came. Yeah, sure. Good, good. Yeah, read from this one.
Okay. An acharya is the one who practices the five achars, kinds of conduct, and advises his disciples to do the same. The
Hmm.
five kinds of achars are darshan achar, gnan achar, charitra achar, tap achar, and virya achar. Darshanachara is the turning of oneself to the faith that the soul, consisting of supreme consciousness, is separate from everything else and is the only thing to be meditated on. Gnanachara is the turning of oneself to attainment of the knowledge that the natural characteristics of the soul have no connection with delusion,
Hmm.
etc., or attachment and aversion. Charitra Achar consists in making the soul tranquil after freeing it from all kinds of disturbances arising from attachment, etc., so that it may enjoy perfect bliss. Tapachar consists in the practice of various kinds of penances by which one can conquer reprehensible desire and attain a true conception of the soul. Virya is giving full scope to one's inherent power, so the first four achars might not be hindered or destroyed. An acharya is therefore one who is always engaged in all these five kinds of practices, and by precept as well as by example makes his disciples perform the same. Brahmadev, in his commentary, quotes the following verse which gives the characteristics of an acharya.
Mhm.
36 36 गुण समगे पंच विहाचारण विहाचार करण शरण दरी से
Mhm.
सिसाणुगम अकुसले.
Let me help here. Dansanana samagam magam mokha sajohu charitam sadhayadi nicha suddham sahu samuni namotasa. And in the Hindi, this version it was saying जो ज्ञान दर्शन पूर्वक चारित्र की आराधना कर मोक्ष मार्ग में खड़े उन साधुओं को हो नमन.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the
So,
English meaning is I always bow to Dharma Acharya, the preceptor of religion, who possesses the 36 qualities, advises the practice of the five kinds of achars, and is always kind to his disciples. 53.
there's no commentary on this one?
No, this was commentary only. 52, this is everything.
That was
Commentary
all.
only I read.
Okay.
No, this was inside the commentary. They were saying that Brahmadeva in his commentary quotes this below verse which you just read.
Oh, okay, okay. It's
Balaji.
not done yet, right?
Yeah,
It's
so it is also giving a verse which describes the characteristics of
sorry
an
about
acharya,
that.
36 qualities. And
Yeah, okay, got it, got it. Keep going.
okay.
Fine.
So 53, Jo Rayanataya Juto Nicham Dhamova Esana Nirado So Vajao Appa Jadi Vasaho Namo Tassa
Mhm,
Jo who Rayanataya Jutto possessed of the three jewels
mhm,
Nicham always Dhammovasana in preaching religious truth Nirdo engaged so he Chadi Varavasaho, the greatest of the great sages. Upper soul, Uvajjav Upadhyay. Tasa to him. Namo salutation. That being the greatest of the great sages, who being possessed of the three jewels, is always engaged in preaching the religious truth, is known as Upadhyay, teacher. Salutation to him. Commentary Upadhyaya or teacher is the one who is always engaged in teaching others the tenets of Jainism. He is a man possessed of perfect faith, perfect knowledge, and perfect conduct. From his preachings, a person knows his duties and regulates himself by practicing what is desirable and avoiding what is undesirable. The place of Upadhyay is high among the Jain sages, as it directly encourages practice of religion by continually preaching the principles of religion.
hmm. Okay, so this is an important one, and I don't know in today's time how much this is followed. I know in some Svetambar Sthanakvasi Parampara that I have seen, this you go to what do you call, like a group of sadhus, right? Where there is an acharya and there's always a upadhyay, right? So usually the upadhyayas are more knowledgeable. They teach the younger sadhus who say, anybody can take diksha. Jinko bhi thoda bhi vairagya aa gaya, they're capable of leaving the household. But that doesn't mean they have all this knowledge that they need. So they can still take diksha, right? Because they have kind of reduced the attachment from the household and family. So they take diksha, but they still don't have the knowledge. So then what happens is once they are in the Sangh, they sit every day for a number of hours with the Upadhyay. So Upadhyay is uh, uh, like a chair or whatever given to the person amongst the group who has read the most shastras, understands them, and has the capability of teaching them to younger santos. So Upadhyay technically can be more knowledgeable than even Acharya. So Acharya has the ability to manage the Sangh. So he is more into psychology of the young sadhus, which sadhu should do what, where should they go, more of the administrative type of work. Whereas the upadhyay is more concerned with the uh, knowledge transfer for the benefit of the sadhus that don't already have that. And in the process, also they learn the charit, I mean, the rituals or how they're supposed to spend their day, so they're not distracted by sansari things. So that is all again, taught by the Upadhyaya. So so traditionally, like let's say I want to go and sit with the sadhu, right? I would go sit with an Upadhyaya because then I know that he is knowledgeable of the scriptures. So if I have questions, if I want to learn a certain topic, so Shravaks also go and sit with the Upadhyayajis to learn. So, and then some Sangh, if there is no Upadhyaya available, then they also go to other Shravaks who are knowledgeable or Pandits who are knowledgeable to understand and know a particular topic. So just because you took Diksha does not mean you have all the knowledge. Okay. So go ahead, let's do the Sadhu Parmeshti. Somebody else wants to read, Bahubaliji? You can read.
Gatha 54, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dansanana samaggam maggam mokasassa joho charitte sadayadi nityasudam sahu sa muni namo tasya. Okay. Padapad. Jo, that, Muni, sage, Dansanana Samaggam, with perfect faith and perfect knowledge, Mokkas of liberation, Maggam path, Nitya Sudam, always pure, Charitam, conduct, who, well, Sadhyadi practices, Sa he, Sahu, Sadhu, Tassa, him, Namo, obeisance. The sage who practices well conduct, which is always pure and which is the path of liberation, with perfect faith, knowledge is a sadhu, obeisance to him. Commentary. The sadhu is one who is always active in attaining perfect conduct with perfect faith and perfect knowledge and practices penances. The external effort of a sadhu is seen when he tries to have a perfect faith, knowledge, and conduct and practices excellent penances. The internal effort of a sadhu is made when he fixes his mind upon the soul itself, which is the only receptacle of perfect faith, knowledge, and conduct and excellent penances. A sadhu is therefore one who is characterized by activity while moving in the path of liberation. This activity is solely directed to the attainment of means to liberation. Herewith ends the detailed description of the characteristics of 5 kinds of parmeshtis, reverence to whom was inculcated in verse 49. Brahmadeva in his commentary said that though reverence to 5 parmeshtis is prescribed from the ordinary point of view, it is really the soul, the substratum of the parmeshtis, which is to be mediated upon.
Okay. So Gatha 49, they're referring to here, right? Which says, I'll read the Hindi part. परमेष्ठि वाचक एक दो छह चार सोलह पाँच अर 35 अक्षर जपो नित अर अन्य guru upadesh se. So here they said when you are in meditation, you see Namokar mantra is one of obviously the popular things you could do during meditation, or you can also take permission from other gurus and do the Siddha Chakra, which is Panch Parmeshti and Gyan Darshan, Charitra and Tap. Those mantras ka you can also do jam. Only because you're not able to stay consistently in your soul. So then you take support of jap or mantras or meditating on the qualities of the sadhu, acharya and all that. So this is called Vyavhar Dhyan. That is what the Gatha 49 talked about, this is the Vyavhar Dhyan. So because it talked about Vyavhar Dhyan, then it gave us all the details that if you were meditating on the Panch Parmeshti, then what will you think about? Their qualities. Okay. So now we'll move on to Dhyeya Dhyata or Dhyan ka Lakshya.
Jam kinchivi chintato nirihaviti have jadasaho laddunaya etam tadaho tatassa nichayam janam.
I'll read it in Hindi. निज ध्येय में एकत्व निष्प्रह वृत्ति धारक साधु जन चिंतन करें जिस किसी का भी सभी निश्चय ध्यान है. That means as long as their focus is their own soul and their oneness is with their own soul, then everything that they contemplate is Nishchay Dhyan. Okay, continue read.
Padapatha jada when sadhu eyattam concentration laddunaya attaining jamkinchivi anything whatever chintato meditating nirihavitti void of conscious effort away becomes tada then tassa he is tam that nichayam real jnanam meditation who is called. When a sadhu attaining concentration becomes void of conscious effort by meditating on anything whatever, that state is called real meditation. When the sadhu attaining concentration becomes void of conscious effort by meditating on anything whatever, that state is called real meditation. Brahmadeva, in his commentary on this verse, says that.
Sorry, 1 second. Prabhaji, can I ask you, what does it mean by meditating on anything, whatever?
Yeah, that's what I'm also looking at quickly, because really you're supposed to meditate on your own soul's qualities. But
Right.
when they say whatever, I think what they're talking about is like they could also be contemplating on parabhavnas or anything. So because before you take the leap into the soul, you will be in the contemplation part. Okay, I'll just read it in Hindi quickly in case it says something different or better. It says निश्चय ध्यान प्रकट होने से पूर्व जीव को अंतर्जल्प रूप व्यवहार धर्म ध्यान होता है. Okay, so अंतर्जल्प रूप means that you are trying to focus inwards and meditate on the qualities of the soul, but that is still not the real dhyan. That is not the nishchay dhyan. That is still vyavhar dhyan. As long as there is vikalpa means thought process is going on, it is still vyavhar dhyan. Even though that will take you to nishchay dhyan. Without that also you won't get into nishchay dhyan. But it is still considered vyavhar dhyan. Tab jo nirvikalp dhyan prakat. So while you are contemplating on any topic is what they mean when they say anything, whatever. Okay. That doesn't mean like sansari topics. They mean, either Bharabhavna or Aryan Siddhika Swarup or any of these topics, right? So then while you're contemplating, you take this leap where all of a sudden you are not using your mind or thinking, and you are in the soul. So
Yeah, I
there's
think
that.
the important thing there is concentration becomes void of conscious effort. Like there is no
Yeah,
conscious effort in doing that. It's naturally happening, the meditation.
right. So no. Till it is antarjalpa swarup, that is conscious effort. So you are actually putting in an effort to contemplate on these, what are the gun that Aryant has? I have the same gun, or the anitya bhavna. Let's say you cannot focus, right? So then you contemplate. Though, okay, this doesn't mean I cannot focus. It's a temporary state right now, and you keep going in and inwards and trying. But what they're saying is that once you take that leap, where you are not in the contemplation anymore, that is the true meditation. वो निश्चय अर्थात सच्चा ध्यान है, उसके द्वारा जीव को संवर निर्जरा होती है. Is that clear now? Does that answer?
Yeah.
All right. So, and Amitji, if you want to, I mean, we have enough time. If you want to read from the other thing also, just to see if it clarifies.
I
Yeah,
can
it
read.
is the same thing you just mentioned, right? This paragraph exactly said what you just told.
Okay.
Prabha. Second stage, first stage, you need an object, such as
Right.
5 parmeshtis. I think this is also says, but this English is way too confusing. Becomes is actually
The way
equal to.
they
That's
put
what.
this word, anything, whatever, kind of, you're like, okay, what are they talking about? That's the only thing.
Yeah, yeah. But Dinesh Guruji said that same thing. This becomes is like an equal. The second level of concentration becomes void of conscious effort by meditating on anything like the Panch Parmeshwar. You don't need to do that, right? That's the second level. That state is called as the real meditation.
Right. So that is when, like, you take that leap and then you're in there. So then
Correct.
what Dinesh was saying was, then there is no now effort. Prior to that, you are having an effort.
Yeah, that's what in the other document it has been. It's, I mean,
this-
maybe in the original document, the PDF, it may come commentary says that, but in the other one, this
It's more
tabular
clear.
form, it starts with that actually.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, let me read that one.
Go ahead.
Gatha 55 moves from conventional meditation towards real meditation. See, that says
Mhm.
vikalpa to vikalpa, that's what.
Mhm.
It says that when a sadhu attains concentration and while meditating on anything, whatever,
Mhm.
becomes free from conscious effort, that state is called real meditation.
Mhm.
The commentary explains that in the primary stage of meditation, it is necessary to think of objects other than the ego, such as the 5 parmeshtis, in order to steady the mind.
Mhm.
Through constant practice, when the mind becomes steady, the practitioner can reach the second stage, where the soul itself becomes the object of meditation. This second stage is real meditation.
Mhm.
In this real meditation, the practitioner is free from 10 external possessions and 14 internal hindrances belong to mind. The external possessions listed are lands, house, gold, silver, wealth, rice, male servants, female servants, metals other than gold and silver, and utensils. A
So if
person
you're
immersed.
meditating those, you're not getting anywhere.
A person immersed in meditation does not care for the attainment of any of these worldly possessions. The internal hindrances listed are delusion, knowledge of the 3 kinds of sexes, laughter, attainment, aversion, sorrow, fear, hatred. I think now Kashayism. Fear, hatred, anger, pride, delusion, and greed.
Mhm.
These disturb the equilibrium of the mind. When a person is free from these hindrances, the mind can concentrate on anything and thereby attain excellent meditation.
Okay, so this will expand a little bit on this. So meditation suddenly is kind of very widely nowadays used. Okay, oh, you want to feel peaceful, do 10-minute meditation, 5, whatever they do, right? And there's all kinds of meditation. What do you call those? I mean, these youngsters are going to these
Yeah.
places, group meditation, and all kinds of stuff going on, right? Now, what happens is they don't even know what to meditate on. All they do is close their eyes and just sit there, okay? And then they come out, oh, that was nice. It was peaceful. What peaceful? You try doing that. All you will think of, where's my money? Or what happened this morning? What's going to happen tomorrow?
Yep.
Those are the thoughts that will come to you. So, but so people feel peaceful. Why? Because their body is not moving. So just that much body relaxation they get out of it. So to really get into any kind of real meditation, first you must understand what you want to meditate on. You want to achieve soul? Then you must understand soul. You must know what is soul and what it is not. And you must have certain level of detachment towards external objects to be able to even accomplish a little bit, some form of meditation. So it is not to be used lightly. And don't be impressed, which we easily get impressed. I remember people would come out of the meditation and, oh, I was in this totally different world, and you will hear all kinds of stuff. And then when I went to Vipassana, well, Vipassana, the only good thing is it makes you practice staying without talking or too much mind thinking, because eventually your mind kind of gets tired of even thinking. So, because then there is for 8 days, you are not doing anything, right? So, so, so it's sort of like, okay, if you try to do the same thing at home, the thoughts will come, what did I eat in the morning, and what's my child doing, and what's my husband doing? Whereas when you're in that camp 8 days, you're not even associating with anybody. You're not even supposed to open your eyes or even look at the next person next to you. So yes, it helps you to sort of limit those wandering thoughts. So kind of you practice it, but even that is really not true meditation. So if you go to Vipassana and you come out, and I mean, there's people crying, they went into their previous birth, and then they're crying about some experiences in life, all kinds of stuff happens, but that is not true meditation. And then you will see people will say, oh, we saw that light. And so now, if they don't even know what is soul, anything that appears to them, it becomes soul. So,
I think it just teaches you to not engage yourself. We are so much engaged throughout the day. In
exactly.
Vipassana, you're not engaged. That is the only thing that
Yes,
happens.
it's
That's why
quite
we
an
feel the
effort
difference.
to be there 8 days.
Correct.
So, but that's okay. So in
It's
the
a good baby
current,
step.
right, because otherwise you cannot avoid the worldly entanglements. So yes, there is some benefit to it by going away and being able to get out of all this. But I mean, you do get a lot more aware. I know when I came back, um, you could really feel before you react, you could observe your own body's reactions, the minutest. So your observation power increases. So,
Correct.
but I'm just explaining, just don't mistake it for the real meditation. That's all. So, okay.
Okay, the next
So
one.
next one, did we do 55 right now?
Yeah, we just did 55.
It didn't
Yeah, we did
talk
55.
We
about
did.
what is dhyata and all that.
Well, let's read then the commentary of
Let,
55 from the original
let
one.
me read the commentary of the
No,
55
that
in
also does
the.
not talk anything. It just talks about external internal hindrances.
It
This
talks
part.
about the external.
So yeah, it only talks about that. Okay. So let me quickly, I think this Hindi book gives a little more. It gives the definitions of dhyaya, dhyata, and dhyan. Okay. So इंद्रिय और मन गुप्ति प्राप्त करने वाला ध्याता है. That means who is going to meditate? Dhyata is person who is going to meditate.
Mhm.
वस्तु चतुर्था स्थितम अर्थात निज ज्ञायक भाव ध्येय है और उसमें एकाग्रता सो ध्यान है. So, who is meditating? Soul is meditating. Who is it meditating for? The soul, the knower. Right? And when it is one with that soul, that is the dhyan, which is the meditation. So those three terms, it's in a way one and the same, but in a way different stages of it. But it is just the soul that is going to do all the work. So you cannot say that I can accomplish meditation with my mind. You can start there, but actual meditation happens in the soul, by the soul, and meditation of the soul.
So we studied in the past like about Che Karak, like
Exactly.
Kartru Karma, Karana, Sampradana, Pradana.
All of it is the soul in this.
Also.
Yes. Atma ne atma ko atma ke liye.
It's like if you ask like Indian democracy, correct? For the people, by the people, to the people.
For the people. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, the safest answer is also soul, right? If any questions comes right, who is this, then it has to be soul only.
So, okay. So, okay. So the other thing which they didn't get into, sort of they did, but dhyan ka abhyas karte karte. So abhyas means what? That vikalp wali dasha, when you're still practicing, okay? तब समस्त शुभाशुभ विकल्प शांत हो जाएं. Until you get that leap, you're still shubh and ashubh bhav, something or the other coming, mostly shubh, right? Because you're concentrating on Aryan Siddha gun and all that. But even those, when they all subside, tab sab shuddha buddha nitya niranjan nirvikar चिदानंद स्वरूप निज आत्मा में होने वाली एकाग्रता सो निश्चय ध्यान है. So prior to that, you would be thinking the soul is Nitya, Niranjan, Nirvikar, Chidananda Swarup, all that. But the moment you get the leap, then there's nothing happening. You're just in it, you're in the experience. So, okay, very good. So we're almost at last 3 gathas of this. Param Dhyan ka Lakshan. So what is the ultimate dhyan? Are you going to read this commentary? You go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, the fifth commentary, correct? Yeah. Brahmadeva in his commentary on this verse says that in the primary stage of meditation, it is necessary to think of objects other than the ego. Example, the 5 paramistis, etc. To steady the mind, When the mind becomes steady by constant practice, as aforesaid, we can arrive at the second stage where we meditate on the soul itself. This is real meditation. In this stage, one is wide of the 10 kinds of external possessions and 14 kinds of internal hindrances belonging to the mind. The external possessions are lands, houses, gold, silver, wealth, rice, male and female servants, metals other than gold and silver and utensils. A person immersed in meditation does not at all care about the attainment of all or any of these worldly possessions. At the same time, he is bereft of delusion, knowledge of the 3 kinds of sexes, laughter, attachment, aversion, sorrow, fear, hatred, anger, pride, illusion, and greed. These cause the loss of equilibrium of the mind. A person being wide of these can concentrate his mind upon anything and thus attain excellent meditation. Okay, this is I think in the new document also it's almost exact.
Non-attachment will have to come before you get the experience of the soul.
Okay. Ma chittaha, ma jampaha, ma chintaha, kimvi, jena hoi tiro, appa appammi ravo inameva param have janam. Kim me anything, ma do not, chitta act, ma do not, jump talk, ma do not, chinta think, jena by which, appa soul, appami in the soul, ro attached, thero fixed, hoi becomes, enam this, eva surely, param excellent, jinam meditation, away is. Do not act, do not talk, do not think, so that the soul may be attached to and fixed in itself. This only is excellent meditation. To attain excellent dhyana meditation, one should turn all his faculties inward and restrain all outward movement of the same. First of all, it is necessary to stop all actions and refrain from talk and thought of anything else. Then the soul should turn upon itself and begin to meditate on its own nature. This is dhyana. To reach this stage, one must first check all activities of body, mind, and speech, which produce disquietude of the soul, for it is impossible to arrive at the quiet stage necessary for meditation if we do not first check the disturbing elements. So that's it's like python and then turn inward. That's all. Okay.
So you can say that reading this, we can understand that the real meditation is way different than the meditation camps you would go to, or kaun se wo hai, the yoga guy.
Art of living.
Yeah, Art of Living, and then that other one also. All these people, who run.
I did a lot of meditation course at Art of Living, by the way.
Okay.
No, I know what is really meditation. So I'm not saying like that's good. Okay. So I have that experience.
Not like I explained the difference between Vipassana and
Yes,
this.
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe you can compare this Art of Living and this.
Yes.
How
Yes.
compare that?
Yeah. They will just set up the environment, but again, ultimate that real meditation does not happen. It's all like external all the time.
And how mistaken we are.
Yeah.
Where we go like to such a thing, get misguided, and come back thinking that is the true meditation, and we've accomplished.
Yeah.
I have people who will come back and say, oh my God, I got, I've like reached or whatever.
Yeah, because everybody feels something different from their usual, right? That's what then they attribe it to meditation, saying that, okay, this is the success of meditation. It's how you define success, right? If somebody has sold the concept of meditation as you will find a lot of energy and awareness and all those things.
No,
See,
no,
first
not
of all,
only.
you wake up at 4 o'clock there itself, right? You have achieved a big thing, right?
Not
Overall.
only that.
Right? With
Not
no
only
screen.
that, I mean, the core concept is different, correct? I mean, Vedic, everything is consciousness, correct? They say like mainly the body mind harmony. Okay, that's the different concept it is. Okay, so that at least they have that. Buddhism has the Shunyatva, correct? I mean, so.
Yeah. So that's another thing. In Buddhism, it's all shunya.
Yeah, everything is changing is temporary, they say.
Right.
Even soul is also temporary.
Right. So obviously that is not the case, right?
Yeah.
If everything was temporary, then what are you trying to accomplish, right?
Yeah, that's what in Dravya Sangrah in the beginning they were explaining in comparison. Why soul is like Swadeya Parimana. All those
Exactly.
things.
That's why they proved it to you, because they said, okay, Buddhism says this, Hinduism, and that is the way things should be studied, right? We
Yeah.
are studying, okay, somebody who's already done the homework for us, they've done the comparison and proved it to themselves.
Yeah.
This is a lot more logical and this makes sense. But let's say we are not convinced. Then we owe it to ourselves to read some Buddhism books or Hinduism books or meditation or whatever we need to and convince ourselves.
Yep. I did the same.
Good. Okay, good. So we understand the Dhyan ka Swaroop. And let's see. So did you guys understand the meaning of Ma Chitta Ma Jampaha in this commentary?
Yeah. Do not talk, do not
Mhm.
talk. So do not act, do not talk, do not think.
Yes.
Don't move the body too much. Don't talk. Don't chase the thoughts. Stay steady. Let your soul rest.
It's like a doctor. Doctor says, do not, right? This is everything, do not.
Yes. So staying still, right? Okay, good. So when you come to that stage, what's very interesting to me is in fact, we are going in the wrong direction, right? With Instagram and all that. We are all so impatient now. We probably cannot, and the next generation will be such that they won't be able to focus or even sit still for more than a minute or two. I myself, I mean, obviously, I'm not causing it, but that was my observation. It still is. I cannot sit in one position for more than max 20, 25 minutes. Like you will see these people who give lectures, pundits, anybody, right, who sit palti marke and they can talk for an hour, 2 hours without moving their position. I'm not one of those. Max I can stretch is 25 minutes, and then I have to go from cross-legged to whatever, one side and then the other side and all that. So, when I went to this Vipassana thing, that one moment came when I did not realize the time, and I was sitting in the same position for 2 hours, however long that was. So, I mean, you do get some, different experiences. But, so it's, okay. Now let's come to the last one.
Yeah. Tavasuddha vadam cheda jannaraha durandaro have jamma tamaha tatiya nirada talladiye sada hoi. Jama, because.
Let me read the Hindi quick.
Yeah.
व्रति तपसी श्रुताभ्यासी ध्यान में हो धुरंधर निज ध्यान करने के लिए तुम करो इनकी साधना. So I guess what they're trying to say is people who are vrati, doing tap, who have the knowledge, shrut abhyasi, they are equipped to do the dhyan. So you follow them. Go ahead, read the commentary now. Or
Jama, because Tavasudavadavam, possessed of Tapa, Sruta, and Ruta, Cheda, soul, Jiherna Vara Durandaro, the holder of the axle of the chariot of Dhyana, away is Tama, therefore, Talladiye, to attain that, Sada, always, Tatyanirada, engaged in these three, become.
Okay, so that is not very clear. Basically, what they're trying to say is that even this tapashruta or vrata kadharan, who is doing that? It's Atma.
Yes.
So which kind of in this English meaning is not so clear, but just making sure you understand that. So go ahead.
For
As
the
is,
purpose, right? I think in the commentary and the description, it is clear.
Yeah, then they will explain. Yeah.
as is, okay, read that meaning and then commentary, correct?
Right.
Yeah. As a soul which practices penances, holds vows, and has knowledge of scriptures, becomes capable of holding the axle of the chariot of meditation. So, to attain that meditation, we always engaged in these three penances, vows, and shastras.
So
Commentary.
basically, what they're saying is
Yeah.
that the sadhus doing these penances, taking vows, studying scriptures, all somewhat contribute towards or become nimit going
Yeah.
towards keeping
Yes.
of
Yes.
meditation.
Yeah.
So
It is said that only he who practices penances, keeps vows, and acquires knowledge of scriptures becomes capable of practicing meditation by concentrating his mind on the inward soul. Therefore, it is absolutely necessary for one who wishes to practice meditation to turn himself first of all towards the practices of penances, keeping of vows, and knowing the scriptures. The 12 kinds of penances, tapa, 6 external, vahya, and 6 internal, abhyantara, and the 5 kinds of vrutas have been described in verse 35. Okay. Dava Sangrah Minam Muninanaha Dosa Sanchaya Chadu Sudapunna Sodayantu Tanusatta Darena Nemi Chanda Munina Baniyamja. Oh,
trying to
it looks
find
like I did read the 58th Gatha.
yeah, and I'm looking for there it is. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of description of the 57 one in this original book somehow. So it's very long. Interesting. Because they've explained what is tap, what is dravya shrut, and then
It says it's been described in 35, but I thought the next one is 35 itself.
no. 35 we already studied
Yeah,
about
that's correct. Yeah.
para, tap, para, vrat, and all those things. So that's why. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Padapat Tanasutta Darena, whose knowledge of Shastras is very little. Nemichanda Munina, the sage of
That's
Nemichanda,
the author of this book.
Yep.
Jama, which this Dravya Sangrah, Dravya Sangrah, Baniyam told Sudapunna, full of the knowledge of Shastras, Dosa Sanchaya Chuda, wide of the collection of faults, Munina, the great sages, Sodayantu, correct. Let the great sages, full of knowledge of Shastras and freed from the collection of faults, correct this Dravya Sangrah, which is spoken by the sage Nemichandra, who has little knowledge of the Shastras.
So you see how several times we have seen this, that these great authors who have compiled so much knowledge in one book, still at the end of it show so much humility and no ego. So they're accepting that I may not be perfect. So somebody better than me, who are more perfect of this knowledge, can improve it.
Yeah. In this last verse, the author, the Nemichandra Siddhanta Chakravarti, in all humility, belittles himself, and acknowledging that there may be defects in his work, asks the great sages to correct the same. The Maitre, is that Maitre?
Maitre of this verse.
Maitre verse is different from the preceding ones, as it is the colophon containing the name of the work and the author. I
You have to keep the
we can
dictionary open.
we understood the entire book, but except the last statement.
So, so I mean, sometimes this person doesn't know what words to use, and then
So the new document exactly has the same thing.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Metre.
Okay, so metre, I'm just Googling this. It says unit of length. I'm not sure if that applies here. Let's
Oh, yeah.
see.
The metre of this Gatha means how long the Gatha is.
Oh, okay, fine. So how long the
And,
Gatha is,
how long
okay.
that is different from the preceding Gathas because this is the smaller one, right? Is
What is the meaning of colophon?
Yeah, this we have to still Google it.
And then the other meaning of that is rhyme, rhythm in poetry or music. Okay, so let's take the length is what it means here. And then let
Oh, it's
us,
like a logo. Colophon is a logo, publisher's emblem or imprint on the title or the spine of the book.
okay, let's see, what could they mean here by that?
As it is, the colophon containing the name of the work and the author.
I mean, there's no logo involved here, but I don't know what they mean by that. So, but that's okay. Well, so you guys are pretty smart. We did this much faster than the morning batch. I mean, it does help that we get 2 hours, so kind of we continue and you get more covered that way. In some cases, 2 hours are better than one, not all, but anyway. So for once, at least we finished this book. And what we can do now, I know we said that we'll come back to the first chapter. If you want, we can read the commentary, which I think we skipped, right?
Yes.
So we can do that. But so next we have 2 or 3 classes left before the exam, right? So have you guys all thought about your topics?
Yeah, I posted mine. Adhikar 2 of Mokshamarg Prakasha.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw that. So rest of you, please do that.
Is it a very big for Gandhar? I was thinking of that.
No,
Like
actually, it's a very interesting chapter,
Yeah.
so you won't have much trouble summarizing. And try to do it on your own. Don't try to ask ChatGPT to summarize it.
Yeah.
So,
No, Gandhar I don't need to because
I
I
mean,
will
otherwise,
understand and
I
I will
don't
put.
mind if you do it. It's fine to speed up some reading. But for Gandhar, you kind of want to make that topic your own. So
Yeah.
that's right. Okay. So yeah, the rest of you also do that. And since
Amit, you are doing the Moksha Marg Prakashita Dikar 6?
2.
we
Second.
only do 1 and 2
Yeah,
so
we had
far.
only 1 and 2 this
Oh,
semester.
yeah, okay.
Did I post 6 by mistake? No.
Oh, you
Adhikar
said
2.
No, you did correct. Okay. But even that, I mean, you can do a decent, good 15, 20 minutes each.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you want to do next class? I want to plan. So if all of you think you can do your topics, then we'll, kind of do Gandhar the whole class. Or we can do some Gandhar and some either reread the first chapter of Dravya Sangrah or do question answer session on either MMP, Bara Bhavna, whichever one you want.
I think let's do the
So
Gandhar. So at least from
I
a
can-
syllabus perspective, we are done with everything, right?
I'll
Because then it
post
will
my
be more
topic, but can I do the Dravya Sangrah, Ganadhar?
Sure.
Yeah.
By all means, yes, no problem. Yeah, if you guys are all done with picking the topic and writing the summary, I'm fine with that, of course.
Maybe we can divide into two, right? Next week and
Yeah.
next week.
So
Next
why
week. We
don't
are
you
eight,
each tell me
right?
how much time you need? Because I mean, if you all want to do it next week, I have no problem with it. But if there are some that need a little extra time, then we'll split it into two classes.
Well, we are six, right? So maybe three next week and three another, because it will take 15-20 minutes followed by your questions and answers. So maybe in 2 hours we could do three.
Yeah. Yeah. And we can always plan if there is some more time left, then we'll read the first part of Dravya Sangrah again.
Yeah, correct.
Or if anyone has questions, we'll take those up.
Yeah, so overall, I mean, Prabhaji, right? Because we are in June, right? And the exam starts in July, right?
Did
So when do
they
we start the semester four? Like
Okay.
what break between
In the
and when we start semester?
past, we have given you guys, depending on how much, if you need a 1 week break, 2 week break, but we have started this next semester with the exams, right? We didn't always take the whole month off.
Right.
Because I mean, it's only 2 hours, and when you start the semester, it's not that heavy. So I would like to continue with the same.
So let's say 17th June and 24th June we complete the Gandhar. So from a syllabus perspective, we have completed everything, right?
Exactly. Yes.
अरे
And
अमित जी
then
थोड़ा ब्रेक भी ले लो भाई.
तो वही ना, अभी ब्रेक लेना है कि बाद में लेना है, वही था
Who
कि
said
फर्स्ट
that?
फर्स्ट
Was that
जुलाई.
Dinesh ji? Dinesh ji, haven't you had enough breaks? My God.
नहीं, बाद में 1 जुलाई 8 जुलाई को break लेना
मुझे
है.
तो वैसे ही आने में मुश्किल हो रही है.
Dinesh ji, can you say a poem or something? Then we'll take the break. Or a song.
Sorry.
नहीं, 1 जुलाई और 4 जुलाई के पहले है, right? So maybe everybody would be out, right? So 1 July we can take a break, right? Is what I was
When
thinking.
is your first exam week? When did they say?
Sixth, sixth
Okay,
to
6th
no
July.
third July, Friday to wait. I'll properly check and say. Wait.
I think this time it's a little sooner than last year. Last year they were a little behind, so it was.
Yeah, it is 3rd July to 12th July, the first paper. Then 10th to 19th, 17th to 26th. So in short, from 3rd to 26th, they are completing all three papers.
They're overlapping a little bit. Are
Yeah,
they
they are
still?
overlapping. This time they are overlapping. Last time it was like, I remember. No. Last time also they were overlapping. Always it was Friday to Sunday, Friday to Sunday.
Right, but I thought you overlapped the dates.
Yeah, there is a little bit of an overlap between papers. 3rd July to 12th July, 10th July to
Oh,
19th
because
July.
they're
So
giving you extra days. Okay. So
yeah,
3rd to 12th is like more than 7 days, probably nine days or 10.
correct. But
Okay,
that is good. Two
fair.
weekends comes through,
That's
right?
fair.
So
They're kind of covering 2 weekends. Yes.
yes.
This is good.
Yeah, 3rd July to 12th July, to 10th to 19th, 7th to 26th. That's why you're saying that should we take break in the June or should we take it in July? If you want to take like,
Okay,
because
I'll
we're
give
already
you
10th
a
June.
long weekend, of course, off. So either you're traveling or taking the exam. Fair
No,
enough,
first we cannot, right? The exam starts on 3rd. Yeah, long weekend. Okay, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yeah, correct.
right?
Yes.
So long weekend, either if you're traveling, of course, you won't take the exam. Or if you're not traveling, then you can choose to take the exam. Since it's the beginning, first week of exam, I think that week we can take off for sure. And let's see how it goes. If you guys are comfortable, the week after, we might still do a class. So we can start the next semester, or if you have questions, you want to cover something, any topic.
So we are saying today 10th June. So 17th is the next Wednesday, 17th and
17th and
24th.
24th, we are having class, right?
Okay, Gandhar.
And
1st July
Wednesday
off.
after comes as 1st July, right? So that we can take off.
Mm-hmm.
Fair
And
enough.
then 8th.
Presuming that all the Gandhar, everything will be done. And then 8th, I think we should have a class.
So, okay. class for any clarification, or we start fourth semester?
Half class, fourth semester, half class clarification. And if you guys feel no, we are behind on studying, we'll do half class. We'll start the fourth semester and give you a break. How about that?
Okay.
We kind of play it by the year. We'll
Yep.
have a class regardless. How short, or do we do the full 2 hours? We'll decide at the moment. So that from 24 to 8, you do have that off.
Right.
So that gives you enough time to properly study each of the books.
Yeah.
And then just before the exam, again, refresh and then take the exam. Fair enough.
Yep.
And I mean, you guys have done a good job of Bara Bhavna, but Ram Kahani, oh, you know what? Oh, wow. But then who understands Gujarati here?
I do.
Okay, you're the only one. Okay.
I can also understand.
Viraj
Yeah,
can also
there
do.
there was a message that your wife's teacher,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct.
she
I got that.
something on Ram Kahani. Do you want to listen, like kind of, and
Yeah,
see if
I
everybody?
don't know if that is a recorded. There was a Zoom one. I'm not sure if it is recorded. Let me see if there is a recording for that.
I hope so. Otherwise, she can ask in the class to Bhavna Ben if it is recorded, and she can try to get that link.
Okay. Okay, let me try getting that.
The reason I'm saying is since you guys didn't do summaries, it's a long read. So maybe she covered what you really should know for the exam. I'm hoping.
Or maybe some of us can take, like, divide it into two parts and two people can take Ramayana.
Would you like to? Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm ready to change mine to, let's say, half of Ramayana if needed, so that we at least read that book and everybody understands.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I think in between, I also posted some like important parts of that also.
Correct.
And so yeah, look at that, and yeah.
No, it is very interesting. Everything then,
It's
like,
very interesting. It's
yeah,
just that it gets very involved.
it's too detailed. I like the Hindu Ramayana, which is more of a very good story.
Right. So, I mean, there's a purpose to it, but we are not the type of people nowadays who can digest so much details is the problem.
And plus the flow
And
wise,
all
it
the
will show,
names.
yeah, all
Names
the
are so
names.
hard.
And it will
Yeah.
show that the king is ruling, right? And suddenly he will feel that he has to give his kingdom and his son would become a king and
Everybody
he will
quickly
then
takes Diksha and goes away.
Diksha. So that becomes so sudden, right? In a story, it is like what suddenly happened and he just gave it away.
I know. And it's too many people that
Correct.
are Diksha. So you're like so confused what's
Yeah.
really going on. That's the
Even Ravan's family has been described so well.
I
Like
know. So,
Dasashan and
so there are a lot of differences, which is good to understand. Uh, but yet, um, so there are parts that are not as much fun to read, but still overall, it's a good read, I think. So, okay. So
So,
let's see.
Ajay, this adhikar basically refers to chapter, right?
yeah.
In this case, yes, in Dravya Sangrah. Yes, there are 3 adhikars.
Talking about Moksha Prakasha.
Yeah, same
Yes, that is
chapters.
also chapters. Yes.
So chapter 1 is just prologue, right?
Chapter
Uh,
1, we did Panch Parameshti ka Swaroop, Shrota ka Swaroop, Vakta ka Swaroop, remember?
yeah.
Okay.
It's introduction only, prologue
Yeah.
only.
Yeah. No, is it only prologue?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is called, but
yeah, in
it's not
English they call it as prologue, I think so.
Okay, maybe in English it is like that. But in Hindi book, it is actually properly chapter 1 and it has highlighted topics.
Yeah, but nearly the same. Yeah, you're
Okay,
right,
the
but
subject matter is the same, so that's okay. Oh, that's right, because actually this semester, all of the books we used from different authors' translations. None of them were
Hmm.
ChatGPT.
Correct.
Which is okay. Actually, they're not so bad.
And first time we are reading a complete one. Like I like that Chodala is the complete book that we have read, right? So
Right,
semester
right,
1 and 2 gave us like from every places, right? Good understanding of all the concepts. And now
right,
at least Chodala we did it. Mokshmar, we can say 2 chapters completely. We
right,
did. So,
right, right, right. And you can get a sense of when you build upon your basic knowledge, you can kind of slightly feel that depth.
correct.
That yes, now it's sitting a little more than before.
Yeah.
So, okay, Dinesh ji, do you need any help? I know you've missed a lot of classes this semester.
I I'll be honest with you. I am trying to grasp, but I don't think I'm really in tune with what is happening on the academic side.
Okay.
So I will have to really excuse myself because it doesn't make sense for me to come in and try to take ChatGPT's help to answer questions without having a proper understanding. So if you allow me to just be a Shrota in this class, that's what I would really appreciate. I don't know if you have to take special permission for that, but I'll
No,
not be
you
able
don't.
to.
Actually, you don't. And that's okay too. Um, the only reason I say to attempt, I mean, it's not like you're not proving it to anybody, anything, right? So even if you would take the exam not to be stressed about it, number one, it's an open book, right? So just the mere exercise of sitting 3, 4 hours, going through a question, looking for the answers will make you kind of read that subject matter. And I think that will be good for your understanding. Try
Okay.
it. I mean, you don't have to be
I will.
successful. There's
Okay.
no minimum requirement. And so, if you're still only a listener, that is also okay. But if I were you, I would at least give it a try.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I'll take Bahubili's help and give it a try.
Sure.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
the Upadhyaya, right?
No, Dinesh, you have the capability. You
Yeah,
did
exactly.
so
Yes.
well in semester
Yeah.
1
I mean,
by relating
yeah,
it, coming up with whatever that poem thing you came up with and all. So we
yeah.
want you to get back to that.
Okay.
Dinesh, bother me anytime. Anytime.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm available.
Okay. Thank you. Everybody has heard it now.
Right. So what
Yeah,
I'm
he's a good upadhyay. We all lean on him.
right. So I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, we'll be calling you,
things
Bahubali.
happen, one
Yeah.
gets busy and all that, but it's more important to get back into it.
Okay. Sounds
So,
good.
okay.
Babaliji will start extra classes now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, it's all like we have to learn from each other. No, there are a lot of insights we can
That's
bring each
okay.
other.
This is just a mutual
Yeah.
swadhyay.
Yes, yes, definitely, yes. I mean, I attend so
Thank
many
you for that.
classes actually. I Prakrut and there is Samaya Sir. I keep attending them. I mean, yeah.
Very
And
good.
I
Very
listen to them. Yeah. It's
yes. Yes. And so how do you like Prakrit? I know you told me
yes. You said you're going to send me some document. So
oh yeah. I was gonna send you my homework. Okay, yes, I forgot
yeah,
about it.
there is I mean there is this Prakrut grammar book. It's meant for Jain scriptures only. Like means this is not like any general Prakrut grammar and all. So it is more specific to Jain scriptures in the sense like right now we go on light actually. The teach Saurabhji is he did the Paramagama honors himself. He's teaching.
Saroj is the name of the person?
Saurabh.
Saurabh.
Yeah.
Did he say which organization
No,
he's
he did the Paramagama honors in the previous batch. I discontinued. So I think I don't know professionally what he is, but he's really good. I mean, he might be he's also teacher in profession. I think maybe. So, but
okay?
he also
Send
takes Samay Sara class
send
and
me
all.
the
Yeah,
Zoom link. Maybe I'll attend one of the
yeah,
classes.
yeah. Yes,
That'll
I mean
give me at least a
it's
comparison.
more of like Indian time, Saturday. Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning for them, 11 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock. For them, that's what I attended few classes, but then I excused, but I've been listening to his thing and doing homework and all. Yeah.
Oh, great, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so because you cannot attend live
Yeah,
then.
it's too late for me. Like it will be goes on for 1 o'clock in the night.
There you
So,
go, Dinesh ji.
but
Inspiration.
I did not attend the class, but
Even
I've
though he's
been.
missing the classes, he's
But I am so far I am the only one doing all the homework, all the practice. No, I'm
yeah.
really happy. It's very easy
Maybe
to learn that Prakrit, but it tortures you, but it's very easy
I
language.
mean, that's why I make you guys read in class. So you kind of like you've heard this
Yeah,
Prakrit and you
now I
out.
especially Dravya Sangrah is completely in Prakrit. I can understand that this pronouns and the pratyas, all the
Very
things.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. How many classes have happened so far?
So far, 10 class happened. They completed like 29 chapters in
Oh,
that
wow.
book.
Okay.
And there is one person like Samirji, he actually put a Excel sheet where like first person, second person, third person, like singular, plural, imperative tense, present tense, past tense, future tense. He summarized. I mean,
I
I
think
sit and
that's
practice.
probably what I have. That's what
Yeah,
we did for
yes,
homework.
yes, yes. I have
Yeah.
a scratch pad in my iPad. I keep writing all the time. Those like.
Oh, very nice. I mean, don't do it on a scratch pad. Put it on
No,
a
no,
spread.
no. What I'm saying is to practice, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
eraser. Yeah,
how to write. Okay.
yeah. So I, it's
Nice.
very, it's I really excited to learn so that I can read the gathas in Prakrit.
Yeah. I mean, even without, even though I did some part of that course, but even without completing,
Yeah.
most of it I can make sense out of all these
Yes,
gathas.
yes,
And
yes.
which is nice because then at least quickly reading 2 lines and you
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
get the gist of it, which is
Hmm.
nice to be able to do. So, okay,
And
great, wonderful. So, yeah, I mean, you can pass along some of the stuff that you learned
Yeah,
there.
I actually shared that link in the group actually in the beginning, so I can
Yes,
reshare
I
that.
know you.
In
Yeah.
that group, in the link itself, they have the videos where the YouTube collection, everything. If you open the link, it will lead you
If
to
you
that
want to put it again
recordings.
that way, well, right now I think the rest of you guys won't have time. You will need to study for the
Yeah,
exam.
yeah.
Uh, okay,
Yes,
no problem. Yeah, if you want, you can send it to me on my personal chat.
sure.
Yeah, that way at least I'll
Yeah, I'll send that Excel sheet where it has been everything condensed. It really helps. Yeah.
very nice, very nice. Yeah, I hope it is. Do they give lot of homework? The one I did was just you
No,
get.
it is whatever there in the book actually. He's the Saurabhji is telling that he actually took a course for him to complete the course. It used to take 1 day, 2 days for him. For me,
to-
the longest took is like 5 hours.
Yeah, the one I did used to take days and days. So that's
Yeah,
why.
but this one it's a very simpler one, the simpler version of the Prakrit he's
Okay,
teaching us. Yeah.
good, very nice. Okay, we still have 15 minutes. Either we can complete the class sooner today, or do you want to go back to um, we didn't study commentaries of the first chapter, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So what we can do is, okay, I'll just go Gatha by Gatha quickly. So Jeev and Ajeev, we did, I think, read the commentary. Some of this we did because it was interesting. Now, then the next one it talked about was the Upayog. How many type of Upayog are there? Who's going to tell me?
two darshan upyog
Two,
and
yes.
gyan upyog.
Darshan Upayog and Gyan Upayog, right? Darshan Upayog and Gyan Upayog for us is in sequence. You first have darshan, then you have Gyan. How is it different in Kevli?
Both at the same time.
Together, simultaneous.
Right. Then, and what else is special about Upayog? It is the main Laksha
Identification.
of Jeev, identification of Jeev, right? Jeev is the only Dravya that has Upayog, right? So now, then Upayog is divided into Darshan Upayog, Gyan Upayog. Under Darshan Upayog, how many types of Darshan there are?
Four.
Right. Chakshu, Achakshu, Avdi, and
Keval.
Keva. Right? So Chakshu means something you can see with your eyes. Achakshu means something you can smell, mind, hearing, all those come under Achakshu. Avdi,
Telepathy.
so it comes with the Gati in two places, Swarg and Narak, and then some special people get Avdi in the Manushalok also. And we all know what is Keval Darshan.
So, Prabhuji, Jati Smaran is same as Avadi?
No, no, it's different.
Then it falls under what?
Okay, so no, Jati Smaran is a separate. It has nothing to do with this darshan.
Oh.
It's a Ved of Gyan, like Mati Gyan. उसके अंदर में जाति स्मरण आएगा. So now we go to Gyan, right? We did Darshan Upyog, Gyan Upyog. So two types of Gyan Upyog, Paroksh and Pratyaksh. Right? Paroksh means you need nimit of Indriya.
Indriya.
Pratyaksh means you can know by your own soul itself. Paroksh mein aata, under Paroksh comes Mati and Shrut. So the Jati Smaran that one of you was asking about is Mati Gyan. So it's just that your mind, soul is able to recollect from previous births. And people can accomplish that through meditation. So it's just like one of those, I don't know what you would call it, labdis. Okay. So again, Mati is Kumati, Kushrut. Kumati and Sumat. I mean, normal is Mati and Kumati. Okay. Then same thing with Shrut. Kushrut and Sushrut. Then Pratyaksh is without the nimit of the five senses. Now, Vikal and Sakal. So Sakal Pratyaksh is Keval Gyan only, right? It's complete. Now, Vikal Pratyaksh, which means it's something you can see without the senses, but it's not complete knowledge. So, for example, Avadi Gyan, right? You are able to see beyond what your eyes can perceive. Yet, there is limitations. So you can only see up to so many miles or so much area. But it is still knowing without the help of your indriyas.
But it knows only Pudgal.
Yeah. So there are limitations. That's what I said. So Vikal Pratyaksha means you can see without senses, yet with limitations. In some cases, it's only you can only see Pudgal. Then even Manaparyay is Mana is also technically Pudgal, right? So you can see, but then there are limitations how much you can know. And then again, Vikal mein Avdi and Manapriya, those are the only two. And again, Avdi mein Ku Avdi and Su Avdi. Okay. So Avdi, we know it can be in three, Swarg, Narak and Manushyalok. But Manaparya is only for some sadhus. Narak and Swarg people cannot have Manaparya. Now, Amurtikatva Adhikar. What did we read in that one? That with some relevance, Jeev is amurtik, and when you explain it with the body, it's murtik. Right? If I say, hey, Bahubali Ji, you are a Jeev. What am I calling Jeev? The mix-up of the Pudgal body.
Yeah.
So in that respect, it is murtik. Because I called you Jeev, right? Now, then the Karta Adhikar, which is the 8th Gatha, talks about how you are Karta and how you are not Karta. So Jeev is the doer of its own bhav. but definitely not the doer of somebody else's any activity, not bhav, not kriya, nothing. Now, within the doership also, Agyani Jeev is and bhokta of his own consequences from the karma udaya. But Jnani are not even doer of that. They don't consider themselves to be doer or bhokta of whatever the karmas when they come into fruition. Okay. Then let's see what Sansaritva Adhikar. So there are two Jeev can be a Sansari, or what is the other one?
Siddha.
Hmm?
Siddha.
Yeah, Siddha or Mukta.
Yeah,
Sansari and Mukti. There's two avasthas, right? So so what is the difference?
Samsari has a body. Samsara.
Right.
A
And it's
karmic difference.
round and round based on the karmas. And Mukta don't. Now within Sansari, then they went through all the bhed, right? Sthavar that don't move, tras that move. Then Ekendriya is all sthavar. And then there are 5 types, right? Prithvikai, then water-bodied, fire-bodied, wind-bodied, and plant-based. Those are all Kendriya, plant life, yeah. Then there are 2 Indriya, 3 Indriya, 4 Indriya, and within 5 Indriyas, there is Sangni and Asangni, with man or mind and without. So these are the way you divide. Then the next stanza was about Chaudah Jeev Samas, right? 14 ways you can, where you find the Jeev. So there again, they divide Tras, Thavar, then within Tras, Sakal and Vikal, then Sangni, Asangni, and within Sangni, Asangni, Paryapt, Aparyapt. So with all those divisions, you come up with 14 divisions of it. Then, let's see, Paryapt. Siddhatva and, the characteristic of Jeev when it is not held down by the karmas and Tejas body. So what will Jeev do when it is not held down? What is the natural state of it? What will happen? Okay, what will happen to the soul, Jeev, when it is not held down with the karmas?
It will naturally go up, right? So upward mobility.
Upward mobility. That is the characteristics of the Jeev, right? Right. Okay. Then what else? I'm just kind of revising your first chapter. And
Gunasthana was done.
what's that?
Gunasthana was not there.
No, in
not
Dravya,
yet.
Gunastan was not there, right?
I don't
Not
think
in
so.
this
Not
one.
in this. Because Rivia, see, what is Gunasthan now? Tell me, let's analyze this. Why is Gunasthan not in this book? What is Gunasthan?
Gunasthana
It's
is
a
about
paryaya, right? And this is Dravya.
the
It's
different
a
states of
paryai of
Shraddha.
Jeev, right? And this, what is the name of this book?
Dravya
Dravya
Sangrah.
Sangrah.
So it's only going to talk about the Dravya.
Yeah.
That's why it has Tattva, right? Ashrav and all, because it's Dravya. Okay.
Now, then it talked about all the Ajeev Dravya, right? Ajeev में क्या क्या आता है बोलो?
Pudgal.
Dharmastika, Adharmastika, Pudgal,
Pudgal,
Kal,
Dharma,
Akash.
Dharma, Kal.
Akash, right. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So then we studied about the dharma dravya. What is the identification? How do you identify dharma, adharma, all of those, right? That it is nimit in movement or nimit in
Stopping.
stoppage, right? Okay, Akash, Dravya, what are the two different Akash?
Lokakash.
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 Look.
Lokakash and Alokakash. So everything that we know of, the sixth Dravya, everything is where?
Lokakash.
Look.
Very good. Okay. Then Kal Dravya, that one we did in detail. So,
Astikai.
Thanks to Arunji.
yeah, thanks to his question, right? Okay. So we did all this Astikai and all that. How many Pradesh are in the Dravya? Are they fixed? Do they change?
Fixed.
Fixed. In spite of expansion and contraction ability of the Jeev Dravya. See, Pudgal, you can understand it's fixed because kind of it doesn't change. Now, the Jeev Dravya can be as little as amoeba, ant, and as big as, how big can it get?
Entire Akash.
It's like
You
there
have
is
to look.
Whole universe.
yeah, whole
It
universe.
can expand to the size of the universe.
Yeah.
And now, did we talk about the Samudgat? I think I did, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, we did talk about those also. Okay. So, and that's it. We just revised the whole first chapter.
Very good.
I don't know, you guys are smart. My morning class is so slow. You have no idea how much behind we are in that one. They just don't get it.
We have
So,
Acharya, we have Upadhyay, so that's the difference.
Oh my God.
you have this Mr. Bahubali, the
No,
Upadhyay.
I think we ask a lot of questions. That's how we also understand and move on. I think Veeraj, we are all asking questions. Unless we understand, we will not move. That thing. So
Right. No. You do have to ask questions because, yeah, if you don't, then you're not getting it. So that is definitely important to do that. So, and then see what happened was this morning we were reading, we thought we will follow the one that I shared with you, the Praveshika. But that one
did you sorry? Did you share that Praveshika with
no,
the group?
actually, I did not because it's in Hindi only. I don't have a
No,
problem.
I would like to read in Hindi. That's
Oh,
okay.
sure. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll put it in the group, no problem.
Yeah.
So I thought whatever little bit few gathas are left, I asked Amit ji if he would translate in
Yeah.
using this chat, which he may still do, because there is some things are better in that. And so in the morning class, one of the team leaders said that, oh, in the team leader group, they said that we have to follow this Praveshika book. That's what we have to study from. So, okay, let's do that. But there is even more detailed explanation. So then the more you read, the more questions come about. So that's why it's taking us so long in there. So, okay. So we'll end here. Make sure you guys find a topic and post it. What is your situation, Dinesh? Are you going to be quite busy in terms of even taking we want to hear your poem again.
Okay, I will do on something. I will post a topic.
Cool. And if you again need even
One of
help,
the tattvas or something like that.
yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Okay.
So, and Bahubali ji already offered, call him anytime, even if you need help in selection of the topic. So,
Yes.
Achra one band. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
class will be all Gandhar, hopefully. So don't you guys back out and post your topics as soon as you can. Okay. And you need any help in picking topics, call me, call Bahubali ji. Doesn't matter. Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्मस्वरूप सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्मस्वरूप सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्मस्वरूप निज निधि निज में बताई, यह अनंत उपकार है। इसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है, वंदना शत बार है। जय जिनेन्द्र सभी को।
Jai
जय
Jineन्द्र.
जिनेन्द्र।
Jai Jineन्द्र.
जय
Thank you.
Jai Jinendra.